There's a kitty cat with claws, new, part of the wild cat family, with a bonus available for 1, 2, 3 heroes. Chance to dodge and damage per dodge, depending on the number of heroes being deployed. That's Imagus or Imagus, Dark Element Legendary, Sorcerer class. Let's find out what the class does. It's very easy. Max preview, tap talents, master delay. Drops the mana generation, that is 15 plus 15% chance to activate. Drop the mana generation of the target by minus 50% for 2 turns. The target gets minus 20% attack for 2 turns. That's the talent. Easy peasy. I don't need to remember. Then moving forward, the first passive, 9 lives. When defeated, this character has 80% chance to revive at the beginning of the next turn with 50% health and 80% mana. Woo! And activate up to 9 times. Chance to revive is reduced on each activation. Can't be prevented with status ailments or passive skills. The other passive. This character is not affected by effects that increase or reduce defense, so buffs and ailments. This includes status effect buffs and ailments, positive negative stacks, growth and wither effects. You can see the stats. That's a higher defense, lower health. Let's find out why. Feline constellation at average speed is a special. Average speed heroes can be easily made fast speed or to match up with the fast speed heroes with relevant amount of mana troops or troops having the appropriate combo of mana via the talent, via various ally buffs, and of course I was going to say the gear. No, in this game it's troops. So the first portion of the special is Wither. All enemies get minus 400 attack. Okay, that's survivability. All enemies get minus 80% decrease for any healing received for 4 turns. This cannot be cleansed. Okay. Lifts the latest cleansable status ailments from all allies and randomly distributes them on enemies. Okay. Cleanses status ailments from all allies at the end of each turn for 4 turns. Okay. So a good support hero, I will say. And since revival is inbuilt, there is good amount of sticking around time. And cleansing per turn is useful. Lifting and giving on the opposite side is technically an offensive thing. Not allowing healing, which cannot be cleansed, is also an offensive thing if you look at it. And of course, minus 400% attack is survivability inbuilt into it. So I would say a useful hero, of course, in today's speedy, fast-paced game. Carrying a plain Jane support hero like this is challenging because the thing that is missing is healing. All this is available when you look at it in many heroes that are highly offensive, which means they cause damage, they do cleanse, or they prevent certain stuff and do a lot of stuff. And similarly, healers also do this. However, I do remember Smart Tongue, but Smart Tongue was out and out offensive, which means boosted health, max health reduction was a straight damage. Then she had the passive, which was whacking. So I would say Imagus is not in the class of Smart Tongue, who is 1.5 or 2 year old hero. She happens to be more powerful than Imagus. The only difference that Imagus has is his stats are current. Smart Tongue's stats are old, but Smart Tongue is way, way more offensive and fantastic hero when you look at it. That's it. Food for thought. I don't have to say this hero is mind boggling or fantastic. I will say this hero is not going to be used by players more. And I'm going to leave it at that because this hero is an incomplete hero. There are many, many, many heroes that are more complete heroes and will negate everything that this hero is providing. You can take 5 different heroes and cover all these. You could actually cover all this with 4 heroes, and there can be 1 hero that is additional. And that's the part that makes Imagus not so special. That's it. Otherwise, as a design, I would say fairly a good hero. So if you get, don't feel bad. But it also depends on your roster. If your roster doesn't have the combo of heroes that cover all these specials, then Imagus comes into play. However, Imagus has this, the 9 lives as unique. And of course, this is as much a benefit as much a fault line, so restriction. And of course, this also helps. So I'm going to leave it at that. Congratulations if you've landed. It's really fun always to get a legendary hero. And good luck if you're trying for this hero. And cheers. I'll go to the other portal and combine both the videos. Cheers. There's a brand new hero I think I'm using the word for the first time. Brand new hero. Yeah, it's basically a copycat. Same chick, RoZ, with a costume bonus to ensure that she is latest, updated in terms of stats. Sonic Infusion from Element Infusion Arrow. Fast speed remains the same. Deals 530% damage to the target. 540. And 6 or more natural shields. Damage is dealt to the target nearby. If 5 or more, damage is dealt to the nearby. And if 10 or more, it's going to be all. Earlier it was 12. So basically, little juggle of numbers here and there. RoZ comes with a costume primarily for this. And she becomes dodgy. Earlier she was PRC. That's it. That's RoZ. Now I have too many greens, man. So I'm just thinking I'll do one and leave it at that. So I'm going to do a summon. Let's find out who pops up. Okay, 5 years costume I have. Nothing much is going to happen. I have her also. So I'm going to skip and push off. Oh, there was a time when I wanted a blue. I don't want a blue now. Yeah, okay. This gives me confidence to go and try some pulls over here. The keys. Okay, Valen. Okay, so this guy is going to get done for sure. Last one, Lishu would be nice. Nah, you're not getting done. So that's it. Trust my great perspective on this amazing new hero helps. Catch you in the next video. Cheers.